Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a reading update. It has been a month since I have actually sat down and talked, and I think that you guys can tell I have a little bit of a different background. I updated this area, so to say, so I'm happy to finally have my shelves. It was quite an ordeal, and I did want to film me organizing all of this. And honestly, to be honest, it's not all the way organized. I'm actually missing a few different books that are still at my parents' house, but this room was so chaotic. I could not fit a camera and a tripod in here. I could barely fit me in here. Alice couldn't even come in, so I went ahead and just did it. But I will be doing, hopefully soon, an updated kind of reorganize my shelves with me, just because I just kind of slap books in areas, so I'll be moving some things around soon. I also will be doing a shelf tour, but that is not the purpose of this video. It's kind of just a reading update, what I've been doing and where I have been. So my job has been crazy, and actually this week I have to do 8:30 to 9 p.m., a full double shift for, I think, 3 days. So I am not looking forward to that at all, and honestly, I've just been tired. I have not been motivated to get in front of the camera. I also have not been finishing any novels as of right now, which is quite upsetting for me, but it's kind of just how life is. So I did think I would sit down and talk to you guys about what I have been reading. I haven't finished anything as of right now, and we'll get into that. So when I first came back from my vacation, I started reading the Shannara Chronicles. I was on the second/last book in the series, The Wish Song of Shannara. And I am about halfway through it. I've been reading it on my Kindle and in paperback because I was hoping that the Kindle would help me read it faster, but at the end of the day, I decided to put it down for right now. It's not that it's not interesting, it's just not capturing my attention. I don't know if my mind's just I want to read something else, because I'm in action scenes and all this stuff, but my mind is just not focusing on it. I don't know if it's the ADD. I don't know if it's dyslexia. I don't know what is happening with me, but this was not capturing my attention, and I have taken so long. I was not enjoying picking this up. Again, it's not a bad book. It's not boring, but my mind isn't attaching itself to it, I guess I'll say. It's not enjoying this book right now. Not that it's not bad, not good. It is, but my brain is just over it right now. But that's happened with the first book. It happened with the first book. A few months went by, I picked it back up again and read it in 2 days. I loved that book. So maybe it's just Shannara. My mind just doesn't like to read it in one sitting. So I did go ahead and put this down and start reading another book. And that book is Dune. So I actually have this edition of Dune, but I've been reading this on my Kindle. I have been enjoying this book. So I actually picked this book up a few months ago on my Kindle, and I just put it down. I didn't like it, whatever. And then the trailer came out, the new one, and I've just been hooked. And so I started reading it again, and I actually really enjoy it. Again, guys, I don't know if it's the ADD. I think I'm exhausted. Honestly, I think I'm exhausted. I think my brain is exhausted, and I don't think it wants to work properly because I've been working nonstop. I don't get any days off. I'm exhausted, and the last thing I want to do when I get home from work is to read. Not that I don't enjoy it, it's just my brain. I work with adults, and I'm an instructor, so I have to kind of be a manager, and it's a lot. I'm an introvert, it's a lot on my spirit, and so I just don't have the energy or the mental capacity to read at the end of the night. I just like want to turn off my brain and just go to bed. So that's typically what I do. But I have been reading this very, very slowly, and I have been really enjoying it. Probably, I won't say my favorite character, but I am very interested in her, is Lady, why am I forgetting her name? It's not Jasmine. What is her name? Jessica. Lady Jessica. And I want to hear more about it, and I'm excited to see what happens with this, because I hear it's like the best sci-fi fantasy. It's like, it's a really good like sci-fi classic, and so I'm excited about it. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. Okay. So I just had somebody deliver something, and he came like right up to my window and watched me film, and it was very embarrassing. Okay, so back to it. It's a really good classic. I'm so excited for the movie. I wanted to go see it in theaters, and I don't know if that's going to be happening because the theater I wanted to go to got shut down because of COVID. So yeah, I might just be watching it at home, which is still a good experience, but I do want to try to see it at theaters. But with the rising numbers, we'll see what happens. So I've been reading this, but also something that I actually picked up while reading this, I'm such a mood reader, you guys, is Alice in Zombieland. So I actually picked this book up because I had a dream about these two characters. Don't ask me why, it's the randomest thing, and it just reminded me of this book, and I was like, obviously my mind wants to read this. This is a YA novel. It's about zombies, and the main character is Alice Bell, and she loses her family because her father is afraid of monsters and won't let her go out in the evening, and she doesn't know why, and then she doesn't die. Her family dies, and she discovers why. So I actually really liked this book when I read it when I was in high school. It's a fun, fluffy read, and I think that's what my brain is asking me to do instead of all these heavy sci-fis and fantasies, because Shannara and Dune are very political and science-based and pretty intense, and this one's kind of just some fluff. So I think my brain's like, you need either a romance or you need something fluffy. So I went to a YA book, Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Zombieland. So currently this is what I'm reading. I'm only on chapter 2. Again, last night I was exhausted. So my reading has not been very fast, and I kick myself because of that, and it makes me upset because I can't have as much content for you guys as I would like to. So leave me a comment down below on what kind of content you would like from me that isn't like wrap-ups and reviews, because unfortunately I'm just not reading that quick. And I guess I will see you guys in my next video. I'm happy with my new setup. Let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you guys in my next one.